Hey everybody. It is Thursday, January 17th, 2019. How we doing today? How we doing tonight? Wherever you are in this great big world, hope you're doing alright. I don't apologize for not making a video in the last couple of days. I just do not apologize. I had nothing to say. I had nothing to share. So if you were looking for a video, I'm sorry. But not really. I'm not going to force myself to make a video when I have nothing to say or share. And although I do appreciate each and every one of you, even the haters, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm certainly not going to waste your time on something that I didn't want to talk about in the first place, that I had to force myself to find to talk about. But today, I do have something I want to talk about. So let's talk. This is going to make somebody mad. I already know. She's going to thumbs down the video. She's either going to make a video response, or if she's brave enough, she's going to comment on this video telling me that I'm full of bullshit, that I'm a hypocrite. And you know what? She's absolutely right. I am. I am a hypocrite. I'm not full of bullshit, but I am full of shit. I mean, everybody poops. So, I mean, not just me. But I am a hypocrite. For the last month and a half, actually a little bit longer than that, but for the last month and a half, I have seen such disdain. I have seen such biasness. And I've seen such intolerance. In the witchy-pagan community. Not pagans, not witches, but witchy-pagan community. Let's be specific here. A group of witches who are pagans. I've seen such ugliness in the last day. That's why I'm making a video on it today. Because it was a majority of Wednesday type of deal. I'm not going to say what group or who's involved. But, for my personal opinion, I'm just disappointed. disappointed in myself for being like these people. And I'm disappointed in these people. I can't even describe when it comes to practicing what you believe in, whether it be belief in the gods, magic, anything spiritual of that nature, anything magical of that nature. There comes a time where you're going to run into a group of people or a person that's going to have a different outlook. They're going to have a different outlook on the gods, how magic works, their paths. They're just going to have a completely different outlook, as well as spirituality. And if it doesn't fit your way of thinking and believing, if it seems like anime shit, why does it bother you? I mean, I can ask myself the same question, and I have. Why does it bother me? Why does this one person that I got involved by my own hands bother me so much? Well, I could tell you my reasoning, and you saw my reasoning in my last video. It bothers me because a lot of people are reckless these days. They rush in. They don't take the time to fully learn. They don't take the time to fully understand or prepare. For their magical castings. And thus, taking that chance that that spell is going to backfire and hurt them, their loved ones, or anybody else in their life. They run that risk of getting hurt, run that risk of others getting hurt. And then to turn the gods into playthings, toys, pets, disrespect. It bothers me because I know what it's like to disrespect a god and get slapped in my fat fucking face. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have a spell backfire on you and plague you for 7 going on 8 years of your life. And getting out of control every single year. In one shape or another. That's why it bothers me. I don't want not even a certain psychic vampire to even befoul what I have. I don't like her. But even then, I wouldn't wish the shit that I have done and put on myself to happen to her, to happen to this other person, to you, or anybody. And before you say I'm an atheist or I'm a deist, or not deist, yeah, deist? Agnostic? Whichever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether you loosely believe or some kind of higher power of the universe, or whether you don't believe at all. Doesn't matter. But spell backfire, well, that's a thing in this community. And even then, I still wouldn't want that to happen to you. So, yes, I am from a theistic point of view. But also, I wouldn't want this to happen to non-theistic people. Agnostics and atheists. Whatever the hell the classification system is today, I don't know. It seems like everything's changing so rapidly. This isn't called this anymore. It's called that. But you get what I'm saying. That's why I have done this. Because it bothers me. Because I don't want to see this person get hurt. I don't want her family to get hurt. Granted, I will say that I may have done it a little harshly. I could have been a lot nicer about it and more open and friendly. I admit that now. But then again, I could have just let her be. Which I'm finding more and more these days, to just let that happen. Just let them be. I don't agree with this person's way of doing things. Not in the least. I've showed my concern. But that's where I should draw the line. I should have been like, Madam, I don't like the way you're doing things, and I don't want you to get hurt like I've been hurt. Just please be careful. I should have been like that, and left it at that. But no, my stubborn ego and my stubborn pride got in the fucking way. Now, as for this other group of people that made yesterday such a delight to be awake, disappointed in them for not doing the same. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. Now hear me out. You can show concern for somebody by being nice and friendly. It's possible you can do it. I just gave you an example. But when you march up to somebody and tell them what they're doing is completely bullshit, in your opinion, it's anime, it's cartoons, it's fiction, you need to knock it off. Read some real books instead of what you read on the internet and YouTube. When you do that, I'm disappointed. As I have done that myself, as I said. Because there's a better way to handle things. Instead of just marching in and forcing your world of view and your beliefs on this person and telling them that everything that they've experienced is completely wrong. And that's what it really boils down to, is a person's experience. Your experiences are your own. My experiences are my own. And neither one of us has the right to tell each other it's wrong. Even if we practice the same path. Your experiences are yours, mine are mine. We can share similarities that may occur. And that's fine. And if you don't agree with what I've experienced, that's fine too. But don't tell me that I'm wrong and that it's made up, it's fantasy. Just like me doing the same to you. I literally witnessed a group of people tear down a person. People who are 30 and up tear down a person and their beliefs, their experiences, how they do things. I stayed out of it because this person that they were tearing down is my friend. I stayed out of it. I have an emotional attachment to this person. It is only best that I stay out, because I'm biased. And even if I did, I'm outnumbered 5-1 on any unanimous decisions against this person to be in or out. Me and my friend, we don't see eye to eye. We have some similar beliefs between us. As in, we believe in certain gods and goddesses. She has her way of doing things, and I have my way of doing things. And you know what? That's fine. And yes, I've showed concern, and I've talked about it before, that I don't agree with people of her generation doing things the way they're doing them. Because I am by the book kind of a person. That is me. If it's in the book and it gives them the instructions, that's me. That's just who I am. Now, going off of that, making new ways of what I have read, that's different. But I have a basis. A basis to do that from. In the beginning, I was wrong with this person as well. And I still stand by what I said back then. I don't agree. But as long as they're taking safety precautions to be safe in their workings and their whatever, as long as they're being safe, I'm gonna let her do whatever she wants. As long as she's being safe. Again, that's my deal. As long as somebody's safe. But no, this person's young. She's living in the youth of ignorance. Okay. I mean, sure. But let her make her own journey. Let her make her own discoveries. Let her find out her way. That's really what I did. I'm like, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't agree. But you know what? You do what you gotta do, and I'll do what I gotta do. I don't see it like that. You do. And that's fine. You don't see the way things I do. And that's fine too. I asked a question in the Black Tower yesterday. I'm going to share it with you now. How many people over the age of 25 consider themselves or think of themselves as a demonolator? I got one response by my brother Waylon. It was nice. He looks at things not as labels, from what I gathered, which is fine. That's a fine answer. I liked it. It's him. But I was asking, because I was trying to prove. I was trying to do something of a scientific research. Because the same person tearing down my friend, the main person doing it, the one that thinks they know it all, made a comment about my friend who is a demonolatress. Like Orley Stewart and others. They made the brash comment that he's never met a demonolator over the age of 25, and that people who get into demonolatry are just mere children. Now, I've seen quite a few people over the age of 25 work with demons, use magic with demons. So, I mean, but I wanted to test this theory out. I wanted to test this theory outside of YouTube land. I just don't get it. Why does it bother people so much what somebody's doing, how they're running things, how they're practicing? Why does it bother people so damn much? That they feel like they have to interfere. Belittle them, tear them down. If something comes across absurd to you, and you feel like you have to say something, do it to the best of your ability. To be peaceful about it. And don't force it. Don't fight it. If someone believes that their dog is digging holes in their backyard and summoning demons and haunting you, just tell them, I disagree with this outlandish idea. Because honestly, it is outlandish. Just be like, I disagree with this outlandish idea. It's impossible for that to happen. Leave it at that. Don't tell this person that they're a fucking moron and they're an idiot, and, you know. For example, a better example, I should say. When it comes to Therians, otherkins, and fictional kin, when it comes to that, people who think they're animals or vampires, dragons, fairies, elves, fictional characters like Jack Sparrow and Robin Williams' character from The Toy. Or Toys. Yeah. Richard Pryor was the Toy. That's right. Toys, yeah. 1994 film. Or just Bewitched or Naruto or whatever the fuck. Or people claiming to be the child of a god, of a demon, of a mythological beast. It does not fucking matter. I've heard it all. And yeah, I've shaken my head in disgust. I don't agree with it, and I never shall. I think it's completely bunk. But if it's something they want to believe, if it's something to help them get through whatever traumatic experience that they went through, because like I said, 90% of these people who claim to be a kin type or a Therian have suffered some kind of trauma. If it helps them get through the day, so be it. I don't agree. I will never agree. But if it gets them through the day, if it gets them through one more day, that's fine. I'm just gonna let sleeping dogs lie. I wanted to use an example, but I don't have permission from this one person in my group here. I don't have their permission to talk about it and use their situation dealing with somebody who's clearly a terminal crazy. That they posted something in private chat and it was, yeah, this person's a terminal crazy. But I don't have permission to talk about it, so that's why I had to use the dog example. Because there's people who are crazy in our community. There are people who are batshit crazy. Not just difference of way they see things. No. There are some literally crazy people, just like there are literally crazy people in mainstream religion and anything else. There's a line. There is a line. And my friend, they had to deal with somebody that crossed that line. Because I know a lot of you might not believe what I believe. And that's fine. I'm not asking you to. And if you were to ask me for the proof, well, I can't really do that. I can only tell you what I've experienced. And if you're not satisfied with that, then that's cool. But don't hate on me for it, though. Just let it go. It's at the point where I'm like, just worry about yourself. Worry about your practice. Don't worry about what Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing across the street. They want to dance around naked in the moonlight, worshipping Hail Satans and all that. Let them. As long as nobody ain't getting hurt, who gives a shit? And that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at right now. Don't waste your energy into something that isn't going to want to change. If someone is dead set in the way they do things, they're not going to change. You can give them all the facts and figures and books, whatever. You can do it till you turn blue and die. Does not matter. If this person is dead set in their ways, they're going to stick to that. You don't force. You don't tell. You don't belittle. Just let them practice in peace. And if it doesn't vibe with you, so what? You don't like it. You don't like it. Who gives a flying shit? I don't like light workers. I think they're arrogant. But you know what? I don't care. I don't like people who have, I don't like people who fucking do this, that, and the other. When it comes to worshipping the gods, giving them nicknames and lewd adventures. I don't like it, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. That's them, not me. I had to carefully word that, by the way. I can go on and on and on. I just picked the two closest things that I know. Which is really odd that... I mean, I can understand the light worker thing, but the other one, that just kind of came out of left field, but it's the closest thing I had. Excuse me. But what I'm saying is, or I'm trying to say. I don't even know if I'm making any damn sense. Am I making sense? I don't know. Tell me. If it bothers you that much that you have to say something to somebody, and I'm not talking about like a rational discussion or anything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about be like, hey, I don't like the way you talk about Thor. I don't like how you do magic. This is how you do it. This is my way. It's the right way. You're stupid. You should read real books written before 1980. Because anything after 1980 is all fake. Yeah, that actually happened. Well, the whole thing on the books before 1980 and after 1980, that actually happened. The Thor and Magick thing, loosely based on what happened with my friend. Just that it was more with astral travel, which was another thing that was brought up. I don't astral travel, so I really can't say anything. I don't know how it works, how often it works, how you can do it. I don't know. Don't care, because I don't do it. I have enough trouble trying to meditate. So. But if it bothers you that damn much, that you feel like you have to go out of your way to belittle somebody, to correct them in your eyes, maybe you should stop. Take a break. Because I said my piece to these people. That I don't agree with my friend's way of doing things. I don't. But if it works for her, if she's having legitimate experiences, awesome. I don't have to agree with everything, just as she doesn't have to agree with everything that I say and I go through. Especially when it comes to working with the goetic demons. That is kind of a sensitive subject, and I've learned to not talk about it. Everybody has their own viewpoints. Everybody has their own experiences, their own beliefs, their own gnosis. Unless they are terminally crazy. No one has the right to tell other people how to practice their beliefs or magic. And yeah, I learned that a little too late. And it doesn't matter if you believe in the gods or not. Doesn't matter. There's just no point in wasting time and energy into something that's not going to change. If you set out thinking that you're going to change this person, you need to stop and take a break. reevaluate things. I have. That's why I'm making this video now. Because this little incident showed me just how fucking pathetic I really was. So I'm going to end this video by apologizing, because I do apologize to this person. And she can take it, leave it. It's up to her. I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But yeah, if you don't like it, let them have it. You wouldn't like it being done to you. And be careful with what you do. That's all I'm going to say. Is be careful with what you do. That being said, I'm going to shut this video down. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I know it's a long-ass video, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Be sure to click that little bell icon so you can get notified for all my videos. Be sure to read the description. You can follow me on social media in my description box as well. And, yeah. I'll catch y'all later.